Hello, all of you. Here we begin with the 8th day of our accounts concept gripping challenge, right? Have you completed all the assignments given to you for insurance claims, the last topic? Insurance claims, weightage wise, if you ask me, 60-70% of chances of getting loss of stock policy. 30-40% chances of getting loss of profit policy, and loss of stock policy, the problems which you have seen, the options what you have worked out in yesterday's video, they are very important. And in study material 13, 14, these questions wherein the turnover of the 12 months is not given, you have to work out. Those one or two problems, check and go for 10 marks also they are asking. So insurance claims is definitely coming and it is scoring. And today we are picking up a very easy topic, and with 8th day of this challenge, starting something more which is required for you all students in this exam time. Okay? So that we will do it at the end of the video. Right now, we are starting with the revision of hire purchase. Hire purchase and installment system, first of all, the mindset from exam point of view, how they are asking. These are revision classes, these are crash courses. So we will do all the concept nicely. We will see some of the important questions for repossession. Once they have asked interest suspense account also, and institutes material also, important problems I will take. Anytime you have a doubt, you can pause it. Now listen all of you, you will not believe so many times. लेकिन आप believe करो, जब मैं आपको बता रही हूँ ये पूरा paper pattern मैं देख रही हूँ last few years, hire purchase is asked in question number 1 also. The very first day of the challenge, we have discussed the paper pattern. You all are clear about it. So question number 1 is generally your accounting standards. In that also, hire purchase question is asked for 5 marks. Like they'll give you the 3 installments and the rate of the interest and down payment. Can you find the cash price or can you find the interest? Reverse calculation. Last installment along with interest is 10% के साथ 110 है. So 10 कितना है, like that. That I will work out and show you. But I'm giving the mindset. Or hire purchase comes directly in the last question number 6, 7, 5 into 4 marks जहाँ आपके accounting standards आते. And this upcoming exam May 22, surely later on I may miss out. I'm saying in between hire purchase. Accounting equations से related, they are asking you question. Before your accounting standards, you have a separate unit of 28 pages in the beginning. Chapter 1 में ही how accounting standards are made and all, you know, what is level 1, 2, 3 company. उसके भी पहले you have to make accounting equation and different type of the cost, historical cost, current cost, measurable cost. So some nice small problems are there which actually you have solved in foundation. But they are asking you in inter that asset is equal to capital plus liabilities, or asset minus liabilities is capital. If you know the equation and if they give you some transactions, can you see after this transaction what is the addition in the asset, what is the addition in the capital? So like this, make sure you practice that also. Okay, now coming back to hire purchase, apart from this, definitely 10 marks questions are being asked for hire purchase with repossession. Hire purchase means you are selling the goods on installments. Yes, and then you are collecting the money in part, and ownership is transferred when you pay the last installment. So in this case, they are asking you the question that if in between he is not paying, can we repossess the goods? How will we prepare the goods repossessed accounts? So there is a very nice unsolved question I will discuss later from institute's material, and that is repeatedly asked. One tractor's question is there. And in hire purchase, we are going to learn some journal entries. We are going to learn some T format accounts. But there's a topping, and the name of the topping is depreciation accounting and calculation. In final accounts, in company final accounts, in single entry, in non-trading, हर chapter में they ask you depreciation. And because hire purchase is very easy, instead of depreciation, can they give you asset account separate, tractors account separate, and provision for depreciation separate? मैम आपने तो सिखाया नहीं, they asked you how to prepare asset disposal account. चलो, we will revise that also. Provision for depreciation and asset account we have studied thoroughly as working note 1 and 2 in cash flow statement. If you have a doubt, again go and watch that lecture. You can watch it 3 times. As I said, these revision videos you can watch it 3 times. तो ठीक है, आप एक बार करो, और नहीं तो again in this chapter I am giving, just because hire purchase is very easy, they add on provision for depreciation. ठीक है? So let us begin very quickly with this and be excited for a new amazing challenge along with this 8th day challenge we are going to start here today, and that's going to bring awesome results for your exam. ठीक है? तो शुरू करते हैं हायर परचेज का कॉन्सेप्ट. फर्स्ट, दिस इज आवर मटेरियल, रूटीन मटेरियल. यू ऑल हैव दिस मटेरियल विथ यू. कीप इट ओपन. Keep your study material also open. So let us first understand who are the people involved in hire purchase. Hire purchase system is I am selling you the goods and I am recovering the money from you in part, and ownership is transferred to you at the end when you pay the last installment. So when I am selling the goods in hire purchase system, at least some price you have to, if you come and buy the goods from my showroom, say TV 5 lakhs का Sony TV बड़ा screen, it's called cash price. कैश में लेना है, अभी कैश देंगे, कितना कम करोगे बोलो? 5 lakh rupees. If you decide to pay me installment, obviously I will charge you extra because you are paying me 1 lakh rupees over the 6 years. So you are paying me 6 lakhs rupees along with interest, whereas the cash price is 5 lakh. Higher purchase price is 6 lakh. This difference is called as interest. This difference is called as interest. ठीक है? Clear to you? Now, who are the parties involved? First person involved in hire purchase is hire vendor. Hire vendor is seller. I am selling the goods to him. Hire purchaser is the buyer. For me, selling the TV is goods, trading account, purchase and sale, hire purchase account. For you, the purchased item may be your business asset, or you may buy it for your home, personal asset. Cash price is the price outrightly, come, take, no installments, nothing. Down payment is initially. If I am selling you 6 lakh rupees TV, at least some 50,000 you will make down payment, not token amount, and then take the TV and pay in installments. Even when you are paying in installments, the ownership is transferred to you when you pay the last installment. This is the essential feature of hire purchase. Whereas installment system is ownership is transferred now only and you are paying me in installment. If there is a problem, you are not repaying me installment, in hire purchase I can take back the goods. Movie में देखते हैं ना, कार टो करके लेके जाते हैं वापस बैंक वाले. So I can take back the goods, repossess the goods if you are not paying properly. But in installment system, because the ownership is transferred initially, I cannot take back the goods. I cannot take back the goods. I can sue you in court. So practically, whatever goods you are buying, sofa, TV, mobile phone, cars, and auto trolleys and tractors for our factories and tempos and whatever, all the agreements between the vendor and the buyer are as per the hire purchase act. ठीक है? Hire purchase price is the amount paid if the goods are purchased under hire purchase. It includes cash price plus total interest. According to the repayment, I will charge the interest. Yes, like hire purchase price is 500 installments you are paying monthly. Okay, hire purchase installment in the exam can be yearly once, half yearly means 6 महीने में, quarterly every 3 months, or monthly. So hire purchase installments may say 6,000 and down payment you have given me 6,500 total. 512 months installment 6,000 and down payment 6,500. Whereas interest in this is 1,500. So what is the cash price? 5,000. Got it? Now, generally, they are asking you journal entries or T format account in the books of vendor, in the books of purchaser. So let us see, in the books of vendor or in the books of purchaser, the asset or the sale of the goods, what I do is always recorded at the cash price. Means even if you have purchased from me goods worth 6,500, basic blunder nahi karna hai. You will record it as your asset machinery account debit 5,000. 1,500 is the interest which you will debit as your expense. Are you getting one thing very clear? In the books of vendor, in the books of hire purchaser, goods are always recorded at the cash price. Now, for the seller, पहले हम seller के लिए करते हैं. For me, what all accounts I will prepare? Hire purchase sales account. I am selling you the goods, no? Hire purchase sales account. Interest is my income, and in the seller's book, buyer is my data. Party to sales, you are my party. Buyer is my party. In the books of buyer, he will prepare interest as expense. Vendor account, these two accounts are opposite. Don't dive into the problem that you all have done in the regular class in the 6-day videos. Today we are seeing the gist, right? So overall जो गलतियां होती है उस पे ध्यान दो. Interest is income for me, interest is expense for me. In my books, buyer's account, asset, data. In your books, vendor account is liability. You have to pay. In addition, the buyer will prepare 2 extra accounts. Asset account, depreciation account or depreciation provision account. Is this clear to all of you? And for me, I will prepare the hire purchase sales account. So what are the 2 common accounts? If you want, you can put in block in your material also. और ये as it is रहेगा बिल्कुल, है ना? तो ये क्या है? What are these block or these accounts? Interest as expense and vendor account. And so in my books, the buyer's account, and in your books, the seller account will be same account on opposite side. Is this clear to all of you? In the books of the buyer vendor account and in the books of the vendor buyer account will be same balance on opposite side. EMI. Whenever we buy the goods on EMI, today's homework should be, if your parents, brothers, anyone has taken any vehicle, car loan, check their EMI. EMI same रहता है, installment is same. But as you repay the principal, the interest reduces. This is not taught in books, this is a practical secret. Every month I repay my car loan 15,000. And EMI includes principal and interest. But as I repay the loan, interest will reduce now, principal will increase. But EMI will be equal. ठीक है? Right? And then there are 2 types of the repossession. If you don't pay me installment, I may do partial repossession. I have sold you 2-3 tractors. 1 tractor I will take back because you are not paying EMI. Or full repossession means all the goods I will take back. ठीक है? In full repossession, the assets are taken over against the amount due and then the account is closed. Whereas in case of partial repossession, part of the asset I will take back. Additional accounts in my books I will prepare is goods repossessed account. Are you all with me and clear? समझ में आ रहा है आप सबको? Yes, कैसे करना है, क्या करना है? So full repossession, partial repossession, these are just the terms. Yeah. Any doubt until now? Yeah.
Oh, ma'am.
Chalo. So now we are clear कि what all accounts we should prepare. पहले तो यही 10 एग्जाम में क्या रहता है? To get into the speed, the mindset should be clear. If they ask you, prepare the ledgers in the books of hire vendor, कोई asset account नहीं आएगा, कोई depreciation, hire purchase sales 1 line account, Interest is my income and buyer's account. So the mindset should be clear ki which accounts will be prepared. Now, journal entries. Okay. So you can make it as per the cash price method, or the journal entries you can make as per interest suspense. Interest suspense I will explain you separately, dear students. Let us see cash price mein what is the journal entry. That too in the books of purchaser. You, the buyer, in your books, first entry, you are buying an asset. Tractor, machinery, car, two-wheeler, जो भी आप खरीद रहे हो. Asset account debit to hire vendor. Party, asset account debit to party. You have purchased the asset on credit. And please underline this term cash price. If you write here hire purchase, gone. Asset account debit to hire vendor. Now, immediately you will make down payment. You know, some people literally don't know what is the importance of down payment. Please listen, it's not given here, but very important. If I am selling you a machinery of 5 lakh rupees, I would definitely expect, dear students, you all are the hire purchasers. अगर आप 5 लाख की मशीन हायर परचेज पे ले रहे, you are going to pay me in installment. At least some 50,000 you arrange and pay. You can't tell me, ma'am, पूरा ही loan दे दो 100%. No bank will give you 100% loan. Ma'am, the more loan you give, the more interest you will earn. Don't try to pull the back. You are not doing it. I'm just saying the logic. Because immediately, if I repossess the asset, it's a new asset. You buy a brand new mobile phone, use for 2 days, Apple company का phone 80,000 और नहीं जमा. आपके पास बिल है, बॉक्स है, चार्जर है, अभी तो स्टिकर भी नहीं निकाला आपने. And you try to sell it in the market. Will you fetch 80,000? No. So if I repossess the goods, the market value will be quite low than the original price. So I am not going to finance everything. Even if I am selling you the machine of 5 lakhs, at least some down payment you have to make, vendor account debit to bank. Let us say 5 lakh asset I have sold, 50,000 you pay me, vendor to bank. It's a very easy chapter, so I am going with a flow, with a speed, so that I can weightage wise do the problems which are asked in exam. Anywhere you feel you need to pause and ask me anything, ma'am, please wait, put me a message. Now, interest will be due. Interest calculation I will show you on the problem. Like how, यहाँ पे कितने पे interest होगा? I have sold you 5 lakh machine, 50,000 you have paid. So interest will be calculated 4,50,000, 10% into 6 by 12 if it is half year, 4 by 12 if it is quarterly, 1 by 12 if it is monthly. So interest to vendor, and now vendor to bank installment, and now at the year-end chart. So many times, you know, interest and installment, these two entries are done monthly basis pay, half yearly and all. But depreciation to asset is charged only yearly once. And then transfer depreciation and P&L to interest to P&L account. Entry number 3rd, interest due. Entry number 4, installment paid. Entry number 5th and 6th will repeat every year. These two entries will be only asset to hire vendor to bank. Buy the asset, pay the down payment. You all are very smart in framing the journal entry, but आप क्लास में क्या होता है, मैम अब क्या करें, सीक्वेंस याद रखना है, माइंड मैपिंग याद रखना है. Buy the asset, pay the down installment, add the interest, pay the installment, add the interest, pay the installment. Go on doing till you come to your ending. Balance नीचे लेके आ जाओ. Hire vendor account will continue, asset account will continue, depreciation and interest account being nominal, transfer it to the P&L account. Nice, clear? Chalo. Next now, so these entries will be repeated. Now, in your books, once they have asked interest suspense account, and it is super easy, and against this hire purchase, generally they are giving pre-post incorporation, which is like the or easy. Accounts easy hai actually. Only thing last few exams I am feeling is the mindset that 100% paper should be over in 3 hours. है ना? Right. If this same question they ask by interest suspense, तो क्या फर्क है देखो. Here, interest to hire vendor. You are charging the interest every installment के बाद. Interest to vendor, vendor to bank. Interest to vendor, vendor. You're charging the interest after every installment. Okay? In interest suspense is the total interest you charge it at a time. Asset account debit, say 5 lakh. Interest is there 1 lakh. Vendor Chheda. एक साथ you have charged to the vendor. Now, down payment the same है 0.5 means 50,000 vendor to bank. Now, whenever interest becomes due, what entry you have passed here? Interest to vendor. Here, what entry you are passing? Interest to suspense. Interest to interest suspense. Some students are mindset having very lenient mindset. अरे ये chapter ही ये मैम का lecture नहीं सुने तो भी हो जाता. तो सुन लो ना 1 hour में और खत्म कर दो chapter को. Get that genuine वाला confidence that you can hit 10 out of 10 in this chapter. Interest account debit to interest suspense, not interest to vendor and vendor to bank. बाकी सब same है. I want all of you इसको KitKat 5 star सब खिला दो. ये एक एंट्री अलग है. Interest account debit to interest suspense and not vendor. Why? Because already you have done. So then routine hire vendor to bank and all. So right now interest suspense is having 1 lakh. Then interest due 20,000. बाकी 80,000 carried forward. फिर 80. फिर interest due 16,000. So a time will come when interest suspense account will become nil and all your interest are paid. And I really want to show you mindset. Are you all enjoying? For me also, I am also enjoying, but थोड़ा energy बहुत ज़्यादा लगता है ये classes में because everything I have to keep in my mind also and continuously speak. No time ki please you all copy. I am here only in the class, routine class. Okay, listen. In the first method, it's interest to hire vendor. Here, originally only interest suspense to hire vendor. And now, whenever interest is due, interest to interest suspense. 1 second. Here, interest to hire vendor whenever interest is due. Here, interest suspense to hire vendor, total interest. And now, whatever interest is due, interest to interest suspense, interest to interest suspense. So, if I cancel this interest suspense, is it the same entry? Interest debit, hire vendor credit. Ma'am, I wanted to attempt hire purchase question. I attempted 5B pre-post, but hire vendor में इस बार interest suspense पूछा, वो नहीं मालूम. क्यों नहीं मालूम? कर सकते हैं हम बिल्कुल. हाँ? So this is the journal entries in the books of buyer. अब buyer की books में एक problem में entry के साथ करते हैं. Yes? Yeah. Let us read the first question only orally. Buyer की book में. Best Buy acquired a car and cash price is 1 lakh, 40,000 is down payment. Balance is installment is 20,000 plus interest. Installments are not included with interest. You have to add on the interest. Some exam के कुछ problem में installments में मिला हुआ है interest. Take a pause and ponder on this C point. What I am saying. Check करो. Yeah. So out of 1,40,000 you are paying immediately, and 60,000 and 20,000 each installment with interest. Interest is chargeable at 6%, depreciation 10%. SLM, WDV, जो method बोले वो करना है आपको, and yearly installments they are. Now look at this. What all asset account you will make? Motor van, vendor account, Tata Motors, and then interest and depreciation. ठीक है? चलो. Let us start the problem. The first entry is asset to vendor 1 lakh. Please pay attention on the mindset, the journal entry, flow of journal entries. Even if they ask you to write journal entries, ma'am, वो ही नहीं आता, कैसे नहीं आता? When you frame the journal entries correctly, then only you are getting the confidence to make the T format account. The journal entries बिल्कुल आता है. Yes, चलो. Asset account debit to Tata Motors 1 lakh. Immediately Tata Motors debit to bank, down payment. Now, I have sold you 1 lakh goods, 40,000 you have paid me down payment in January. First installment is due in December. So 60,000 pay 6%. Ma'am, why we are not doing 6 by 12? It's not half yearly. If quarterly, 4 by 12. If monthly, 1 by 12. So I will charge the third entry. Interest to vendor, Tata Motors, 3,600. And Tata Motors to bank, 20,000 is the principal plus interest put together. This is called as my EMI. And the balance is niche. Some students, they do a biggest blunder is they prepare one ledger after the another. Bilkul mat karo. That looks very tempting. मैम 10,000 depreciation फिर 10, ये कितना मजा आ रहा है बनाने में, पर आप एक एक साल का करो because you will get stuck up if there is a repossession. So now when I have charged, what is my first entry? Asset to vendor, vendor to bank, down payment. These two entries are only once. Now add the interest, pay the installment, add the interest, pay the installment. ये repeat होता है. And how do you calculate the interest? 60,000 में से 20,000 you have paid, 3,600 interest credited and paid. तो वो तो nullify हो गया. ठीक है? चलो. Now 40,000. In 40,000, 1 second. In 40,000, add interest. Okay? 40 to 400. Interest कैसे आया? 40,000 you are using my money at the rate of 6% for 12 months. So 2,400. Now Tata Motors to bank 20 to 400. Yes, and closing. Yeah, we will shortly do the repossession with lot of weightage. One problem which is asked in question number 1 only I will take up. But पहले ये base आना चाहिए. When you go to the repossession, your routine problem should be clear to you. Now the closing balance is 20. On 20,000, 6% add interest, pay installment. Tata Motors, bye-bye. We have paid everything back to you. And asset is clear. And interest is debited to Tata Motors by PNL. It's revenue account. Depreciation debited to voter one by PNL. Now, if this same is interest suspense account, तो क्या होगा? Here, interest account debit to vendor. Here, interest suspense to vendor, total interest. And then whatever is installment due, interest to interest suspense. Interest to interest suspense. Clear or not? So same problem purposely in the regular class we have done with interest suspense. Same problem when you do, no? You are clear कि what is the difference? क्योंकि दोनों जगह balances change हो जाएंगे. Final answer is same. First is तो same. I'm discussing orally. I hope my speed is fine. Motor van account debit to Tata Motors. Tata Motors to bank. Now interest to vendor. Here you have done interest to vendor 3,600. Here you have done total interest. 3,600, 2,400, सब मिला दिया. And then pay only the installment, 20,000 and Why am I paying only 3,600 interest which is due up till now? Remaining, bring it down. Again 20 to 400, 20 plus 2,400. Again 20,000 plus 1,200. Now, one extra account you have prepared जिसका नाम है interest suspense account to Tata Motors. ये एक साथ. Now, whenever interest is due, interest debit to interest suspense. Otherwise, interest debit to Tata Motors. But here interest to interest suspense. Am I going fast or all clear? Huh? So this is how you have to pass the journal entries and make the ledgers in the books of hire purchaser. Sometimes the installments are inclusive of interest. This was excluding because 1 lakh you purchased, 40,000 you made down payment, 60,000, 20,000 के 3 installment. ठीक है? Right, sure. Now, Anil Kumble purchased a machine on 30 June from Tendulkar. Cash price is 34,000. They agreed to make 8,000 down payment and 6 half-yearly installments of 4,800. Please do it orally. I mean, say in your calculator. मैंने यहाँ स्क्रीन पे किया है, फिर से मैं लिख रही हूँ. ये देखो. 8,000 down payment and 6 installment of 4,000. So you are paying 36,800. Whereas cash price is how much? 34,000. So 2,800 is interest, which is included in installment 4,800. So the first problem, installments may interest was not included. They said 20,000 installment plus interest. Here it is installment में interest included है. Clear है या नहीं आप सब? ठीक है? Right. Now, in the books of Anil Kumble, okay, while you prepare the ledgers, I think it will be very clear. हाँ, एक मैं आपको बता देती हूँ कैसे करोगे. वेंडर के अकाउंट पे ही ध्यान दो. मशीन अकाउंट डेबिट टू असेट. Machine account debit, sorry, to vendor 34,000. Make the down payment. Down payment kar do. And now calculate the interest on 26,000 out of 34,800 so you paid immediately. So 24,000 into 6% into 6 by 12. Into 6 by 12. 780 is the interest. Now not interest suspense ho gaya. Just routine, interest due, third entry. Purchase the asset, make the down payment, interest due. And now, bank say 4,800. Ma'am, I'm literally saying students do this mistake, 4,800 plus 780. Arey, why? 4,800 is EMI inclusive of interest that we have proved here. These are hand-picked problems and converted with all the correct adjustment required for a professional exam. So trust this material. Yeah, but Dipti ma'am का material पढ़ लिए तो exemption ही आता है, ऐसा नहीं है. Institute's material you have to do. ठीक है? So ये clear है. 4,800 में 780 included है. Again 659 is the interest. Again 539 is the interest. दो बार. Why? Half yearly. तो 6% 6 by 12 करो या 3% कर दो. Okay, right. Now repay the installment and close. ठीक है? So like this you will do the problem. Now interest suspense is clear. Now let us come to the books of the vendor. In vendor's book it is more easy. Okay. What will you do in the vendor book? I am the seller. First thing is party to sales. Data to sales. Who is the party? Hire purchaser. And to sales is higher sales. because in my store I am having cash sales also, but this is the higher sales, so I am writing in a separate account. Higher purchaser to sales. Clear? Now bank account debit to higher purchaser. बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू हायर परचेजर. क्लियर है आप सबको? व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट एंट्री? पार्टी टू सेल्स. सेकंड एंट्री, यू आर गिविंग मी डाउन पेमेंट. देयर इट वाज वेंडर टू बैंक, हियर बैंक टू हायर परचेजर. ओके, आई रिसीव डाउन पेमेंट. थर्ड, इंस्टॉलमेंट इज ड्यू. इंटरेस्ट टू वेंडर, purchaser to interest. Interest is income for me and you are the purchaser, and bank to hire purchaser. अब ये चलते रहेगा, purchaser to interest, bank to hire purchaser, purchaser. These two entries will come once. Party to hire purchase sales once, bank to hire purchaser down payment once, and over and out. And now this will continue. ठीक है? Transfer of higher sales. Last में at the year ending, higher sales can I transfer to my routine trading account? You know, in my books, higher sales and all is like consignment account, what we study in foundation. And then interest account debit to P&L. Clear? Chalo. Now what will be the entry with the interest suspense? In my books, higher purchase account debit to higher purchase sales cash price and total interest to interest suspense account. Same entry. Now bank to higher purchaser, down payment. Now whenever interest is due, generally I was doing higher purchaser account debit to interest. But आप यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो? Interest suspense account debit to interest, because already higher purchaser debit to interest suspense you have done initially only एक साथ interest credit कर दिया. So whenever interest becomes due, interest suspense debit to interest, and the account will become nil. For this also, let us practice once. ठीक है, we will go ahead with this in the books of the purchase seller. आगे आएगा repossession के साथ. Okay, so are basics clear or not? How many ledgers in my book? Higher purchase sales, higher purchaser, and interest. How many in your books? Asset and depreciation extra. Interest and higher vendor is same. Right. Now comes the concept of repossession. Why this repossession? That should be clear. अभी ध्यान से देखो. You know, the flow was going on for me. Higher purchaser to interest. Due हो गया है. Bank to higher purchaser. You are paying me the installment. The day you are not paying bank to higher purchaser, I will take back the asset. Goods repossessed to higher purchaser. I went and I took back my goods because you are not paying installment. What is full repossession? Whatever I have sold, 3 motor car, all I am taking back. Bye-bye. The motor car I will take. Banks repossess the goods. They do auction of that goods, of that gold jewelry, of that flat. They recover the money and over. Partial repossession is, I have sold you 3 motor vans. You are not paying the EMIs. I will take 1 motor van to settle the EMI. The remaining will continue. Now, little off track, one problem I want to take, but very interesting. And question number 1 में 2 बार आ चुका है. IPCC में भी आया और अभी recently CA Inter में भी आया है. They are asking you in question number 1 for 5 marks. If I repossess the goods. What will be the value of the repossession, and just do all the working. Profit on it. Acha, listen to me. In your books, 1 lakh ka asset tha, 10,000 depreciation, 90,000, 10, 80. Will I repossess at 80? No. Your wish, you have charged SLM method, WDV method, depreciation, your wish. I can repossess the goods in my books according to the market value. हम OLX पे और डाल के देखते हैं ना, क्या है वो वैल्यू पे हम repossess करेंगे. और if it's a big asset, I will get value certified from a technical valuer. चलो मैं ये asset वापस लेके आया, इसको आज मैं मार्केट में बेचूं. ये flat I have sold to Sumti. Now Sumti is not repaying. I took the flat, but it is 5 years old. So what will be the resale value of the flat? I can value repossessed goods at 25% method, WDV, whatever it may be, irrespective that in your books 10% SLM is charged. Are you getting? And most of the time in your exam, goods are repossessed at 50,000 ऐसे value दे देते हैं. But if they don't give, you should know. So let us see now the concept of repossession. Yes? One second. Yeah. In the books of the hire vendor, all the, acha, one thing also very important I want to talk now. If you want, write it as a dialogue, as a booster note in your header footer. Till the date of repossession, interest and depreciation entries will be passed. Till the date of repossession. Chalo, dhyan se suno. I have sold you the goods, 6 monthly installment, June, December. I repossess the goods in September. So last installment you have paid is June along with interest. July, August, September, 3 months interest I will charge. 3 months depreciation I will charge. Like in some chapters I told you, no, debenture interest till the date of repayment you have to pay the interest. Waise. Till the date of repossession, continue the interest and depreciation entries. Clear? Now, when goods are repossessed, what entry I will make? Goods repossessed, debit to hire vendor. Hire vendor, look at the screen. Look at the beautiful logic. Bank to hire vendor. Hire purchaser, debit to interest. I am taking you in the flow of regular. जो flow waterfall चल रहा था ना. Hire purchase to interest. Interest due. Bank to hire purchase. Installment. फिर hire purchase to interest due. Bank to hire purchase. तो ये चल क्या रहा था? What was going on? You were paying me check as good as fine. If you are not paying me check, bank की जगह goods repossessed to hire purchase. Do it logically. There is no mugging up of the asset. In our regular class, till 3 classes, we didn't go to the repossession. जो base जो correct है ना, तो repossession एकदम easy हो जाएगा. Goods repossessed to hire purchase. Why? Because you are not paying me EMI. So bank की जगह goods repossessed. Ma'am, but goods repossessed is a building. Why can't I write building to hire purchase? Because this is not my asset. Goods repossessed could be machinery. Why can't I write machinery to hire purchase? Machinery is not my asset. Are you all with me? समझ में आ रहा है? Goods repossessed मेरी asset नहीं है. Oh, that fellow didn't pay the bank loan, no? चलो उसकी नई गाड़ी ना, SUV गाड़ी है, Fortuner, लेके जाओ और बैंक के ऑफिसर they are using it. Is it an asset of the bank? Answer is no. That's the reason goods repossessed account we write it. Clear to all of you? Goods repossessed to hire purchaser. Goods repossessed. ठीक है? Now, once you repossess the goods, sometimes if it is an old flat, you may need to do denting, painting. कार का है तो oiling, fueling कराना पड़ेगा. So goods repossessed account debit to bank. What is goods repossessed to bank? क्या कर रहे हैं आप? हाँ, रिपेयरिंग एक्सपेंस कर रहे हैं. You have repossessed the goods of 10,000 and now 1,000 rupees you are spending. तो आपने उसकी वैल्यू कितनी कर दी? 11,000. Now can you sell it in 15,000? Bank to goods repossessed, and 4,000 is the profit which will go to the PN. Are you getting? So repossession, what additional thing as a vendor I have to do? Hire purchase sale, interest account, hire purchaser account, goods repossessed account. Anything, goods repossessed could be motor van, machinery, but account का नाम क्या होगा? Goods repossessed account. And now in the books of the hire purchaser, it's all easy. आप क्या कर रहे थे पता है? Interest to hire vendor to buy. This was your waterfall. Interest to hire vendor to bank, interest due hire vendor to bank installment. ये स्टोरी चल रही थी. Hire vendor to asset. Asset is a real account. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So asset is going out. Check तो आप मुझे दे नहीं रहे हो. You're not paying money. 1 minute. Evening also classes are going on, so these classes are little hectic. Generally we take break also, but I don't know. Like so many things are in the mind. If we take a break ना तो वो rhythm break हो जाता है revision का. ठीक है? अभी तो continue करते हैं. Listen. Hire vendor to bank as long as you are paying me EMI. Now hire vendor to asset. Hire vendor to asset. How is it? Clear? So asset is going out. Ma'am, ये कौन से value पे करना है? Repossessed value पे. Suppose in your books asset was 10 रुपए. They took over the asset at 8 rupees against EMI, which you are not able to pay. 2 rupees is the loss transferred to PNL. But the promise is, ma'am, they didn't say in the exam. Hidden adjustment is, if this is opening balance on 1st April, and if the goods are repossessed on 30 June, April, May, June, 3 months depreciation you will charge. So what is the entry? Usual entries are passed till the date of default. Then hire vendor to asset, hire vendor to bank की जगह, and PNL to asset. Loss transfer कर दो. Fourth problem is the problem. If you want, take a screenshot. You have this problem in your material. For 5 marks, they are just asking you. They are giving you some story, some data, and they are asking you कि calculate value कितनी है, ये है. मैंने तो यहाँ आंसर ही लिख दी हूँ. This is in the 2020 जब कोविड के टाइम में कहाँ था ये टच स्क्रीन लैपटॉप, तब हमने ऐसे लिख के कर लिया. 2 minutes, I'll be back. I'm not pausing. Can you please check question number 4, working? When goods are repossessed, you have to do some working. That is this. And then I'm showing you 10 marks full problem also. Yes. And we have yet to check the reverse problem also for 5 marks, where cash price or interest is missing. So 2 minutes, just look at the screen and check it yourself, please. Yes. Any doubt? Okay, let me also read it for you once very quickly. These kind of problems are asked for 5 marks. If I set the paper, I will give this in question number 1. I'm not setting the paper, just saying. Okay. Any doubts are there? You can put it in chat box. समझ में आया है नहीं? Value of the plant taken back by the vendor, value of the plant left with the purchaser, profit and loss, and all this are the 4 things they have asked you to calculate. Now, X purchased 3 plants of 1 lakh each. So 3 lakh. Now, purchaser charged depreciation 20% WDV. 2 plants were seized by the vendor when second installment was not paid. एक ही installment पे किए. And vendor valued the plant. See, the buyer is charging 20% WDV in the books. 3 lakh में 60,000, 20% 240, then 20%, then like that, 20%. So, by the end of the second year, this is like 20% depreciation. But the vendor says, for valuation purpose, charge 30% depreciation, वो भी WDV. See, the vendor can change the method, he can change the rate. नहीं मैं लूंगा तो मैं तो उसकी वैल्यू इतना कैलकुलेट करूंगा. So 3 lakhs 30%, 210, फिर 30% 147. Now 2 plants were seized. So 1,90,000 is the value of the 3 plant and machinery. Out of that 2 का कितना? 3 का 192, तो 2 का कितना? So into 2 by 3, 128 book value is going out in my books because I have charged 20%. आपने charge किया. You are the buyer. You have charged 20% depreciation. 128 is going on. But they are saying 147 is the value of 3. 2 की value 98. So they are taking it at 98. So 128 and 98. In your books, 128 is the asset value, but higher vendor took it for 98,000. So how much is the loss for you? 30,000. See, 30,000. And then in the books of the buyer, ये तो हो गया purchaser की books में. Is my speed fine? You all are following? Now, I will repossess the goods for 98,000. After that, 40,000 more I spent in overhauling. So 138. And this is sold for 160. So 22,000 is the profit that I have written. Ma'am, can we do the working like this? Yes, but itna left right nahi, ek ke niche ek karna hai. This was to Excel and Word file we were using that time. Nice problem, no? If these workings are wrong, your repossession T format accounts will go wrong. Clear to all of you? Anyone who has not followed fourth problem, पूछो. Clear है सबको? AC on है जैसे all clear. ठीक है, चलो. Now let us take up the concept of full repossession. I have sold you the goods. If you don't pay, I will take everything back. In that case, what we will do? Okay, right. So first January, this is a full repossession problem only. I'm ticking and checking so that you get the presentation. In January 2019, Wind Limited acquired furniture on hire purchase from Rain Limited for semi-annual installments of 800. So 3,200. And cash price is 3010. That means 800 installment of 4 each is inclusive of interest. Are you all getting? No down payment. 800 ke 4 installments you are paying me and cash prices. So this is inclusive of interest. And these are like semi-annual. Semi-annual means half-yearly installments commencing on 30th of June. January को शुरू हुआ. And then in September, Wind Limited expressed inability and it was agreed that they would pay the due proportion till the date of the installment. And 200 extra he paid. And I have taken the goods at 1500. This problem is easy. I have repossessed at 1500 is given. Every time this will not be given. The company, after incurring 200 for repairs and all, have sold. Did you read the problem carefully? Now, do the journal entries in the books of seller, in my books. Always when I sell the goods, hire purchase sales credit, party to sales at cash price. Don't do the blunder. Party to sale, asset to hire vendor. The first entries are always recorded at cash price. Never the asset is recorded at hire purchase. आप भी cash price पे record करो. Interest you debit as expense. I will also record my sales as 3010. Interest what I receive is my income. So first entry, party to sales. Then bank to installment. First installment is due in June and in September only you are not paying full installment, but you are paying half installment. Second installment is due in December, but September only you paid some half installment and some money and you are repaying. Clear to all of you, right? Okay. And now, when you are repaying this, you are paying me on 39,600. That's given in the question. Now, till 30th of June, how much interest I will charge? 3010 into 5% into 6 by 12. Interest is clear? Wind Limited to interest due and bank to Wind Limited installment receipt. Again, I will charge interest. This time not for 6 months, for 3 months till September. In 3010, add 75 minus 800. On 39, look at the circle I am making. What is the balance on 39? 2285. On that 5% interest I will charge only for 3 months. Because in June you paid me the installment and September I have taken the goods. Only 3 months interest is due. And goods are repossessed at 1500. But ma'am, the value of the goods is 1714. Here, remaining is loss. Whatever, loss, profit. I had to recover from you 1714. But the goods which I recovered against that only 1500 uski market value. 214 is the loss for hire vendor. Hire purchase sales account, just single entry, close it to trading account. Come to interest, 75 due, 29 due, transfer to P&L. Now come to repossessed. Repossession is very nice. Huh? Yeah. Dekho. Goods repossessed to Wind 1500. Goods repossessed account debit to hire vendor. Goods repossessed account debit to hire vendor for the goods repossessed. We did some repairs. So what is the value? 1700. And you have sold it for 1800. 100 rupees is the profit. Yes. No response from you, Archana. Are you following or not? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
समझ में आ रहा है नहीं सबको क्लास?
Yeah, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. So goods repossessed. Where is the pitfall? I'm telling you, repossession is also super easy. Till the date of repossession, do the interest entry. Do the depreciation entry in your books. In my books, interest entry. After repossessing, add on all the expense what I'm incurring. And when I'm selling, it's for profit. Easy. If they ask you to write journal entries, definitely do it. Reasoning छोड़ दोगे तो चलेगा, being छोड़ दोगे तो. लेकिन Interest to higher vendor, write it. Don't say I don't know journal entries, because when you are making T format account, you are posting the journal entry. तो journal entry कैसे नहीं मालूम आपको? बिल्कुल मालूम. ठीक है? Right. चलो. Next, now what we are doing is, if it is a partial repossession. Partial repossession may in your books, in my books. So this full repossession in my books, in the books of the vendor. Partial repossession in your books. Partial repossession में क्या होता है? In full repossession, accounts are closed. My books, Wind Limited, you have to pay me 1714. I was shouting on the top of my voice. Wind Limited said, ये लो आपकी कार, जाओ, bye bye. So remaining is lost, close it. Partial repossession, part I am taking back, remaining is continuing. ठीक है? Right? चलो. So let us take up now this part. Hilltop, one second. Yeah. Hilltop Transport Agency purchased 2 motor car of 80,000. Okay. And payment were 20,000 down payment out of 80. Remainder in 3 equal installments. 60,000 you have to pay in 20,000 installment plus 10% at the year end. So yearly installment hai. Kabhi half yearly, kabhi quarterly. The language should be clear. Hilltop charge depreciation 20% WD. Higher purchaser paid 2 installment tak to the story is same. Interest due, pay the installment. Interest due chal raha tha. Now, last installment they could not pay and Cloud Finance repossessed the motor van. Repossession was done on the basis of 25% SLM method, whereas they were charging 20% WD. I told you, repossession is like अलग से एक पेपर पे वर्किंग कर लो. नहीं मेरे हिसाब से तो 25 SLM के हिसाब से क्या वैल्यू आती है, that is the value I'll take for repossession. Or they will give the repossession value, like here they have given 1500 rate. Easy, super easy. This chapter is this 1.5 hour of class. Of course, it's not over. I need 15-20 minutes more. But ये एक करने के बाद आप मटेरियल के प्रॉब्लम्स देख लो and it will be done. चलो, let me show you how. Motor van account debit to Cloud 160 cash price. Immediately vendor account debit to bank, down payment. Interest due. Why interest due on 120? Because out of 160, 40 to you paid me. So on 120, 10% interest. Now, installment. 2 motor vans are there, no? So 40,000, 20,000, 20,000. And interest, plus interest, because interest is not included. Balance 80 नीचे लेके आ जाओ. Again interest due. Again pay the installment 40,000, 2 plus 8,000, 40 plus 12. Again bring it down. बस यहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो रही है. Third installment में interest due हो गया. And you have to pay 44. Now you are saying, sorry boss, I cannot pay 44. एक motor van लेके चले जाओ. So they took over my 1 motor van. Because you didn't pay me the check, I took the motor van. This value of the motor van is the value of goods repossessed. Remaining value is continuing. ठीक है? और ये मोटर वैन की वैल्यू कैसे आती है ना, इसको देखेंगे एक मिनट. ये 20,000 वैल्यू कैसे आएगी ना, उसको देखेंगे. ये देखो, 80,000 one motor van's value, 25% per year straight line method depreciation for 3 years is 60,000. So original cost 80,000. 3 years SLM depreciation 25% for repossession 60. 20,000 में आप मोटर वैन लेके चले गए. That तो you have taken. Now what is the value in our books? We have to charge 20% depreciation. 160 पे 20, 120. 128 पे 20% WDV this. Again 20% WDV. Pause. Third year there was no payment of installment. Still on the last day tak, I want all of you to do this star mark if your notebook is open. ये याद रखना है कि आप इंटरेस्ट तो चार्ज कर ही रहे हो, डेप्रीसिएशन भी चार्ज कर रहे हो. Now 1,02,400 minus 20,480 is the WDV of 3 motor vans. 3 है ना कि 2 है? 2 sorry 2. आ जाओ नीचे वर्किंग, ये देखो 1,02,400 minus 20,480, 81,920 is the, what do you call it? 81,920. It is the WDV of 2 motor van. So motor van which I have taken from you in your books, the value was 40,960, but I am taking it over at 20,000. आपके लिए तो लॉस है ना? I am saying no, as per our 25% depreciation इतना है. So 20,960 is the loss. 20,960 is the loss. 1 second. Please come here. In the third year motor van account, only for the third year they can ask you motor van account. Charge depreciation till date. By sales, जैसे आपने बेच ही दिया ना, you have sold me the motor van. Instead of selling and giving me EMI, I have taken it over. You can't sell it because the ownership is not transferred to you. And now the loss, 20,960. Everyone is clear? 4960 is the cost of one motor van. Bye. 20,000 adjusted with cloud का payment. क्लाउड हमारे पास पैसे नहीं है, बट हम 20,000 की मोटर वैन वापस दे रहे. रिमेनिंग लॉस है. एंड वन मोटर वैन इज कंटिन्यूइंग. व्हाई दिस क्लोजिंग बैलेंस? बिकॉज दिस इज पार्शियल रिपोजिशन. इफ दिस इज फुल रिपोजिशन, ट्रांसफर एवरीथिंग टू P&L अकाउंट एंड क्लोज. इजी, ऑल क्लियर. हायर परचेज, राइट. So here we complete with the 80% part of the topic. पर कब आएगा और एक ट्रैक्टर का अच्छा प्रॉब्लम है. But right now I want to take up problems wherein if they give you the down payment and if they give you the installments, can you find the cash price? Can you find the interest part? तो वो वर्किंग के जो ये वाले प्रॉब्लम्स है ना, ये सब डाउन पेमेंट और ये कैलकुलेशन करने हैं, इसके लिए yeah, I'll go to the study material and take up more important problems. Just 15 minutes more to complete the class. But listen carefully. Distinguish between hire purchase and installment system. Do write it in the exam. Preferably left and right, like you write cost reduction and cost control. If not, then you can write it one after the another. Hire purchase, there's an agreement of hiring the goods. Here to outrightly says title of goods is passed in final installment. Title is passed immediately. If the buyer fails, you can repossess. You cannot repossess. You can sue him in court. Buyer cannot hire out, sell, transfer the property. When I've sold you the goods on hire purchase, see, I tell you one thing. I have purchased a car ना, तो वो कार की RC जो है ना, उसमें लिखा रहता है hypothecated with Bank of Baroda. So that if I try to sell that car to Archana, Archana would say, "Ma'am, पहले आप अपना loan free करके मुझे no objection certificate ला दीजिए." Again, I will have to go to the RTO office that I have taken the Bank of Baroda loan and now it's over. This is the no objection certificate from bank. They will give me a fresh RC, then I can transfer. So hire purchase is so secure till you don't pay me the last installment. Property papers are with me. फ्लैट के पेपर्स मेरे पास हैं, आप पूरा EMI दो, ओरिजिनल पेपर लेके जाओ. तो you cannot sell it. Whereas in installment, you can sell it, transfer it, it's your property. That's why I can't repossess the goods. I will sue you in court. Hire purchase is driven by Hire Purchase Act 1972. Installment goes with sale of the goods. ठीक है, चलते हैं साथ में. आगे. Yeah. ओपन योर स्टडी मटेरियल प्लीज. एक सबसे अच्छा वाला प्रॉब्लम करेंगे. I know I'm taking haphazard, but that's called. ऐसा नहीं है कि यही प्रॉब्लम इंपॉर्टेंट है मैम ये करके जाए क्या, पर ये अच्छा वाला प्रॉब्लम है. वो बोलते हैं ना अच्छा वाला. इनफैक्ट ये पीछे के प्रॉब्लम ही आते हैं एग्जाम में. माई गेसिंग सेम नाम सेम अमाउंट. आई एम डूइंग क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 unsolved. Every crash course ka every class, see the study material problems also with me. I'm on page number 11.43 directly. Yeah, please read with me. Already 10 marks के लिए पूछे हैं ये एग्जाम में. Lucky bought 2 tractors. Down payment first year 265, second year 245, third year 275. These are EMIs and interest is charged 10%. What is the cash price? वही नहीं मालूम. Only this cash price calculation is also asked for 5 marks. Lucky provides depreciation 20% WDV, and on 39 2004 Lucky paid to pay the third installment. Okay, story is going super for the first 2 years. Third year is a problem. Happy agreed to leave 1 tractor and adjust the value. Tractor was taken over. Exactly the problem just now we have done. Partial repossession. 3 tractors में से एक ले लेंगे. आपकी बुक में you charge 20% WDV. We will charge 30%. Okay? And adjustment was made. Balance amount remaining in vendor's account was adjusted by Lucky after 3 months along with interest. ठीक है? And now please remember another goodly for you point number 2. When we are in income tax, our financial year is April to March, April to March, April to March. When we are accounts class में investment chapter, single entry, this chapter, creative year ending, June year ending, September, October, December, उनकी मर्जी. Look at the screen. They are closing in September 30th. Are you getting? October to September is their financial year. Check the solution, do it. If you have any doubt, tomorrow hire purchase के बाद the next chapter is departmental we are doing. That time you can ask me. Now, first is, let us first calculate the EMIs. Come to that, and this is a beautiful table. See, third installment से शुरू करना, reverse. See the table. Number of installment, outstanding amount or EMIs, outstanding balance before interest, and they have written left to right. Some of you are used to writing vertically. I have seen in the regular class. चलेगा. देखो, last installment is 275. Installment is inclusive of 10% interest. So can I say 275 is 110? 10 कितना है? Are you all getting orally what I am trying to explain? In the last installment 275, I paid interest 10% के साथ. So can I say 275 is 110? 10 is कितना? Question mark कितना? So that 10 is 25,000. So 275 minus 25 you do, 250 is your principal. Now come, this 250 is there and your second installment is 245. हम reverse जा रहे हैं, third के पहले second. So when second installment was due, 250 was the third installment. Add the interest 25, pay 275. That you know. This is in a way, अगर आप इसको थोड़ा out of the box सोचो, ये vendor का account है. Add the interest 25, pay 275. Add 45, pay 495. Now we are reverse. 250 is the principal for third installment plus 245 is EMI. This third column is given to you. Now What is outstanding balance? 4,95,000. 4,95,000 is the balance. Okay, 495 into 10 divided by 110. Are you getting? 495 is inclusive of 10% interest. So what is 10% interest? Don't charge 10% directly. 495 is inclusive of 10% interest. 100 plus 10, 110. So into 10 divided by 110, you got 45,000. मैम अगर ये हाफ ईयरली रहता तो कैसे करते हैं? 5% ले लो या 10% into 6/12 करो. So now 495 is inclusive of 45,000 interest. So 450. Come 450. And in that our first EMI was 265. So total is 750. Again 715 into 10 divided by 110. 715 is inclusive of 65 interest. So what is the principal? 650. 650 is the in all these, इसमें ना total column नहीं है ना. Regular class we make total column also. That file actually got deleted. OneNote में मैंने लिखाया था, नहीं तो मैं आपको बताती कि ये इनके नीचे ना इनका टोटल करना चाहिए तो बहुत अच्छे से आ जाएगा. 650 are all the installment payment plus down payment is 5,11,50 is your cash price. Take a pause. 5 marks के लिए ये अकेला भी आता है इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट. मैम कैन वी डू लाइक दिस ओनली? यस. इज देयर वन मोर वे आउट? अभी मैं आपको और एक भी तरीका बताऊंगी. या is this table for interest calculation clear? And please do working notes are the 3D 5D makeup. तो जरूर बनाओ वर्किंग नोट्स, बहुत अच्छे से बनाओ. चलो now account. Tractors account 1150 and all, and second year में all, and 736. 2 years तो you have charged depreciation. Third year also charged depreciation. Okay, but then they have charged depreciation in a different way. Value of one tractor taken over after depreciation at 30%. They have written here. If you do it in the working, you will get the same question which I have told you. And WDV of 3 tractors is given. Out of that, one tractor they have taken at 197, but the value of one tractor is 294. So there's a loss of 97. And one more tractor is there, that is 294. How many tractors are there total? 2 tractors were there. 8 minutes. 2 tractors. Yeah. So 1-8, देखो अभी जो what I have done in the classwork, same kind of the problem. What is left is 294 and what is taken is 294, but it is taken for 197, so remaining is lost. 197 also I'll show you. They have charged depreciation according to their own way. ठीक है? अच्छा, अब वेंडर का अकाउंट कैसे होगा? ट्रैक्टर account debit to hire vendor 1150, 5 lakh down payment, 65,000 first interest. ये टेबल से आ गया. Are you all with me for the table part? 65, 45, 25 ये यहाँ से आ जाएगा. 65 is interest due. 265 you paid 450. चेक करो टेबल से टैली होगा. 450 आ गया. 45 10% interest and 245. These EMIs are given installment. Balance 250. Ma'am, same 250 we got in the table. So some students tell me, ma'am, can we prepare this T format account and then the table? Okay, your wish. Now, third year is a problem. 250 interest is also due. But you're not paying now. We will take the tractor at 197. Tractor account credit 197. Happy account debit. And balance is carried down. And a balance also in just 3 months. Actually, balance can go on. But they said balance also In 3 months at 18% interest, they paid everything by check. ठीक है, done. I am expecting the same kind of the problems. It is my guessing. I am not setting the paper. तो ये problem में कुछ भी doubt है तो पूछ. See, dear students, those who are watching these revision videos, it's very easy to revise the concept of hire purchase in 15-20 minutes and finish. ये एक प्रॉब्लम ढूंढो, पूरे प्रॉब्लम्स वेटेज देखो, ट्रेंड देखो, कोई जरूरत नहीं है इसको कराने की. बट ऑनेस्टली टू जस्टिफाई, मुझे भी अच्छी नींद आनी है, आपको भी आनी है, रिलैक्स होके पढ़ो और ये बहुत अच्छा प्रॉब्लम है. लाइक आई फील दिस प्रॉब्लम इज कवरिंग एवरीथिंग ऑफ हायर परचेज चैप्टर. पॉज करो और अभी भी देखो क्या मिसिंग है. This problem is helping you calculate the EMI, interest and cash price. Nice. This problem is helping you to calculate goods repossessed value, which I said can come for 5 marks. This problem is helping you to calculate make the ledgers and calculate the loss and all. So everything is covered in this. Okay. Please put stick-ons now only on the highlight problems like debenture redemption. I told you that Libra Limited problem where underwriting commission was there. It's very favorite exam के लिए. और वो conversion of debentures into equity shares पूछते हैं, तो आप रख लो इसको ध्यान से stick on लगा के, ताकि आप, and it's not कि मैम आपने बोला पर नहीं आया, but what will come will be out of this. This is such a beautiful problem which is covering everything. In fact, actually 1, 2, 3 all are good. 1 is also very good. ये देखो, Odem Enterprise purchased a generator on hire purchase. Hire purchase price is 48,000. Down payment is 12,000, and balance in 3 equal installment of 12,000 plus interest. Okay. Calculate the cash price. Can we do that? Simple, by making that table just now I showed you. टेबल बना के ये देखो, थर्ड इंस्टॉलमेंट इज 12,000 इंक्लूसिव ऑफ 8% इंटरेस्ट. सो दिस इज 108. 8 कितना है? एंड यू गॉट प्रिंसिपल. नेक्स्ट 11 1 गेट इट हियर, एड 12,000 है ना. 11,000 इज द थर्ड इंस्टॉलमेंट. 11,111 plus second installment is 12,000. See your calculator. 23,1111. Kabhi kabhi this looks easy, but I have seen students getting stuck up at this column, second column. My paper correction experience. आप वो pitfall में मत गिरो. आराम से take your time and revise. ठीक है? Into 8 divide by 108 and so on. If you do, you will get 30,925. When you calculate this table, don't miss adding the down payment, and then 42,925 is your answer. All clear? Amazingly clear or not? ठीक है? Right? Yeah. Once we complete with this accounts challenge, yet more topics left are ब्रांच, डिपार्टमेंट, सिंगल एंट्री, अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स. ये सब होने के बाद देन वी विल डिस्कस मॉक टेस्ट पेपर 1 and 2. श्योर. ओके. या चेक वन मोर प्रॉब्लम. वो भी पता नहीं क्यों इनका बड़ा फेवरेट है, बार 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 पूछते हैं. आई थिंक लेजर्स आई कैन कंक्लूड नाउ. यू ऑल गॉट हाउ टू मेक द लेजर्स. एंड दिस इज आल्सो अ प्रॉब्लम व्हिच इज आस्क्ड इन एग्जाम. ट्रैक्टर A and B. 2 tractors are there, and see now, because this problem was easy, they gave you provision for depreciation account. So instead of charging depreciation debit to asset, depreciation to provision. So asset opening closing would be same at the original cost, and provision account balance carried down. This is which problem number? 9th. इसको भी करो. Illustration number 9 is also really good. Make sure you all do it. अच्छे से करो प्रॉब्लम नंबर 9, और अनसॉल्व तो पूरे ही करो. या वन प्रॉब्लम फॉर द इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन. Don't go for any other books. This is like super. आपके यही प्रॉब्लम्स बहुत अच्छे हैं. स्टडी मटेरियल, माय मटेरियल, और कुछ अगर बाकी है तो ninth problem I said is important. Huh? How you present it in the balance sheet also, check it once. 1 minute. One more problem was there for interest calculation. जिसमें 4, 5, 6 installments थे. Ninth to it is important. Yeah, this one. आहा वाला प्रॉब्लम है ये, इसका वर्किंग, सिर्फ इसका इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन. Machinery sold, terms of payment is 4 equal annual installment of 6,000 and interest is charged. Show machinery account and vendor. The purchaser provides, oh, there is no down payment. Okay, but 6,000 at the end of the each year. Interest is charged at 20% and is included in annual EMI of 6,000. Come like this. 4 installment of 6,000. Fourth installment 6,000 includes 20% interest, है ना? 100 है, add 20 interest, 120 पे. आप करते हैं ना? तो 6,000 is 120, 20 कितना? 1,000. So 5,000 is the principal and 1,000 interest and 5,000 principal you are writing separately. Now third installment is 6,000. So now it is 11,000. Only beautiful part of this problem is every EMI is same. The last tractor wala problem EMI was different. First installment 245, second 249, third 243. It is same as 6,000. Now 11,000 into 20 by 120. तो 1833 is the interest. निकाल दो, आपको प्रिंसिपल आ जाएगा. और in the, how are you getting 4167? 6,000. I'm not able to write here. 6,000 minus 1833 is 4167. And now you are getting 9167. Second installment. 6,000 again. Add. So 15,167 into 20 by 120. 2528 is the interest. And in 6,000 minus 2528, 3482 is the principal. but आप डायरेक्ट 15,167 में से 2582 करके 12 आ जाओ और फिर फर्स्ट इंस्टॉलमेंट. This is a longer way, and this same problem what we have seen, you can do it in this way also. One second. You can do it in this way also. ऐसे भी बना सकते हैं. I feel this is an easier way and this is a very nice problem. Okay, all right, all of you. So you are going to check up these problems, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now, challenge in the challenges, you all are working super hard, 8 hours quality good study you are doing. Yes or no? And 2 hours of bonus करना ही पड़ेगा. Few days are left for the exam, and you are viewing your journey not only till exam, till the day results are out, and you're giving a positive result, and I'm taking interview for you in our success echo series. Yes or no? तो 8 hours आप पढ़ रहे हैं, 2 hours bonus आज से add करो. That is, I told you yesterday also, once again, even if you're tired, जब कुछ ऐसे बैठ के करने का मन नहीं है, costing, accounts, tax, you should have last 2-3 attempts, RTPs, mock test paper on table. Pick up anything, law के लिए ले लो, कुछ ट्रू एंड फॉल्स पढ़ लो, जैसे मैगजीन न्यूज़पेपर कितना रिलैक्स होके पढ़ते हो. सम शॉर्ट नोट्स, कॉस्टिंग का एक पुराना पेपर ले लो and just check up the theory questions, what they are asking. That will keep you on track. Okay, and with this, one more challenge I am giving you up. Excited to take up some more challenge? These last 5 to 10 minutes are very, very important. My teachers told me, Dipti, when you are taking so much effort to be with your student till the last days, till any doubts they have for this crash course, then do tell me the importance of some breathing exercises. After your exams, do a proper pranayam course. But some 2-3 important pranayam techniques, I used to use it and I really felt the difference. कितना भी अच्छे पढ़ाई करो, if your mind is not balanced one day before exam, if your mind is not balanced in the 3 hours of the exam, you will not achieve anything, right? So there's a very nice pranayam called as Bhastrika Pranayam for immediate, energy uplifting. Like sometimes ऐसे पढ़ते पढ़ते झपकी लग जाती है या ऐसे थोड़े, तो if but just this thing is immediately after eating the food you should not do these exercises, at least half an hour's gap, and after doing it, अभी तो आपका lunch time है तो कोई problem नहीं है, so can we do it together? Even I am trying it for the first time because this is what my teacher said. My mentors who are teaching me breathing and pranayam, they saying आप ही students से touch में हो, आप ही उनको सिखाओ जो हमने आपको सिखाया है. I'm trying it out. Do give me a feedback also. Is this workable for you? Then let us sit and start it. Right now, hope you all are sitting alert on the desk like this. But generally, when we do Bhastrika Pranayam, if preferable and if comfortable to you, sit in Vajrasana. You all know what is Vajrasana? Fold your legs and sit like this in Vajrasana, and you can keep a pillow, a towel to relax your legs. Okay? And just hold a feast like this. Are you all doing it? करो करो करो. मैं भी पहली बार ही ऐसे स्टूडेंट को सिखा रही हूँ. मैं पर 1-to-1 में तो सिखाती हूँ, बट आज ये जरूर करना है. जब मेंटर ने बोल दिया करो और वो सब चीज सालों से अप्लाई कर रहे, तो ये भी अप्लाई करना. Hold a feast like this, and when we breathe in, we take our hands up and open. Okay? That is breathe in. And when we breathe out, नाक से ऐसे जोर से ब्रीथ करके आवाज करके नीचे करना है, and take your hands. First you see the hands movement. Breathe in. If I'm not seeing fully, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. What am I doing? My first breath, when I'm taking breathe in, hands up and open to the sky like this and straight. इधर उधर नहीं जाना, left right नहीं, straight up, straight. When I breathe down, that sound is coming. Breathe out and hold the fist at your shoulder level. Any doubt you have, ask me now. And then do 5 counts with closing your eyes. Yes, and then tell me immediately after 5 counts, don't open your eyes, but keep your eyes closed and see what is happening in your body, what sensations are going on. You will see immediately your energy is uplifting. वो जब नींद आती है, सुस्ती लगती है, बहुत सारे नेगेटिव थॉट्स आते हैं, ऐसे डल हो जा रहे हैं ना, तो you have to do 20 rounds, I mean say 20 counts of Bhastrika and 3 rounds. We are doing practice, so let us do 10 now. So like this, 10 and 10, 20 counts, 3 rounds is your challenge. You do it whenever you feel you are low on energy, or immediately. I do it many times just before my session, so that I am always energetic in my session. ठीक है, तो ये करके इसका रिजल्ट मुझे बताओ, और आपकी स्टडीज के लिए प्लीज ये दिमाग से निकाल दो, ये मेडिटेशन प्राणायाम ये सब एजेड लोगों के लिए नहीं. इनफैक्ट यू आर गोइंग थ्रू मेनी अदर प्रेशर्स. पढ़ना है, जॉब है, सराउंडिंग है, एनवायरमेंट है, एंड देयर आर पीपल अच्छा सीए कर लिया, अरे बड़ा पास फेल वाला बड़ा खराब गेम है. तो वो सबको डील करने के लिए we need to be with ourselves, with the present moment, and you can never say to your breath, अरे कल सांस ले लूंगा, आज थोड़ा बोर हो रहा है, ऐसे बोल सकते हो. अरे कल तो सांस लिया मैम, कल तो ब्रेथ किया. And if I'm teaching this technique, and if you feel a lot of gratitude to my all the teachers who have taught me, if you know already this technique, nice. If not, learn it with me, because I want all you students to be super energetic, so that you can tell me, ma'am, now I'm studying 10 hours and 2 bonus hours because I want results in exam. Yes? Chalo. Close your eyes. Put a loose fist along your shoulders like this. When you breathe in, your hands up and open. When you breathe out, your hands closed and feast here. Normal feast, not like this tight. कुछ tight नहीं करना. ठीक है? Right? 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. Keep your eyes closed. This is a recording going on, so I'm doing it just 5 counts. Watch the sensation on your cheeks, on your face, in your hands. Do you feel some energies flowing? Whenever you feel good, relax. Good. I'm doing it in a very shortcut way, because of our schedules, but आप करके देखो 20 counts and see how your energy is uplifted. और इसको अप्लाई करो. मैम कितने बार करना है? 3 बार करो, 4 बार करो, जब लगे कि पढ़ने में डलनेस और पढ़ने के पहले करो. Right now you may be having your lunch and relaxation. चलो 3 o'clock when you're starting your studies, Bhastrika, this is called 20 counts, 1 round like that, 3 counts stuck. Stay like that in Vajrasana. Release your legs then. Keep your eyes closed. Observe 2-3 minutes and magic this is. इंस्टेंट एनर्जी. वो इंस्टेंट खाना बनाते हैं वो तो अच्छा नहीं है. इंस्टेंट मैगी बनाते हैं वो मैं भी खाती हूँ कभी, पर ये तो इंस्टेंट एनर्जी बूस्टर है. एंड वन मोर होमवर्क विद दिस इज टुडे स्टार्ट राइटिंग 5 थिंग्स फॉर विच यू आर ग्रेटफुल. आई नो दिस एक्सरसाइज इज ओके, बट अभी तो करना है. ट्रस्ट करो और करो. 5 थिंग्स फॉर विच यू आर ग्रेटफुल. आई एम टेलिंग यू 5 थिंग्स फॉर विच आई एम ग्रेटफुल इज thank you so much. I could get up early in the morning and with a healthy body, I could go for a walk to the OU. Thanks to OU where there is so much oxygen. Thanks to my car, I could drive and go. Thanks to my helpers who are doing all the work outside this room so that I am taking this class non-stop for 2 hours. Thanks to this technology that we are connected. Though you are sitting at your home, I am at this place. Okay, Panch? वैसे बहुत सारे इंस्टेंसेस हैं where you can say thank you and this thank you keeps you uplifted and motivated and you know that you are in the best field and you're working best and you will get the best result. So it's not necessary to share with me, but share that feel. 5 things for which you are grateful. ऐसे fold करके hands करके देखो. Early in the morning, late night, कभी रह जाए. मैं ना सोचती हूँ कोई भी चीज के लिए कोई बहुत ज्यादा ऐसे स्ट्रिक्ट थंब रूल नहीं है. कभी रह गया उठ के एकदम से ग्रेटिट्यूड करना. हम दिन में चले गए अपने काम में, अभी बैठे हैं अभी कर लो. एटलीस्ट 5 थिंग्स फॉर विच यू आर सो ग्रेटफुल दैट I yesterday I took a break in the class and I went out and when I had done pause और मैंने क्लास शुरू किया. टैक्स का लाइव क्लास चल रहा था शाम में, so there was some disturbance outside. I had to settle and I had to come inside and take my class. And when I started my class, तो मैं तो अपने फ्लो में बस हाँ चलो हम कहाँ थे, प्रॉब्लम नंबर शुरू. At least 19 to 20 messages in the chat box. Ma'am, recording on करो. So sweet of you all students. How you care for teachers, then why I should not care for you all? सबके सब स्टूडेंट्स पूरे मैसेजेस भेज रहे थे मैम रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन करना, क्योंकि अगर मैं भूल जाऊँ रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन करना तो मुझे तो फिर से पूरा रिकॉर्डिंग करना पड़ेगा. So it's not कि हाँ मैम क्या कर रहे हैं हमको क्या, हम तो. This is so beautiful. When I went out of station suddenly for 5 days, recent example I am sharing, thanks to Prasad sir, he took the responsibility और business head के classes sir ने play किए and 70% of the students, not 100, 70% of the students attended the class without me being there. They said, no ma'am, business head, those bits are important, add less वो वाले तो आप आके problem कराओगे तो हम कर सकेंगे आपके पास. So this is, the trust and faith you students are showing. That's what I want to give you in return. When I got 196 in CA final, I failed. And when I passed CA final, कितने मार्क्स से मत पूछो, बस CA बन गई 2000. Huh? The only difference was I felt I was horribly hardworking when I got 196. पागलों की तरह पढ़ती थी मैं 14 घंटे 15 घंटे because I had that fire. Still I failed. 2 times I failed. CA final group 1 लॉ का फोबिया था तो वो फेल ही हो रही थी मैं और जब मैं पास हुई only difference was these techniques. Anything you follow, I follow Art of Living, ब्रह्म कुमारीज और पतंजलि, किसी को भी फॉलो करो, सब टेक्निक्स एक ही है, सब लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन सेम ही. आई एम टेलिंग यू विथ माय एक्सपीरियंस. इट्स नॉट बिकॉज आई फॉलो दिस यू फॉलो, but the thing is that you have to do this as a daily ritual. We never miss out our brushing, our bathing, our breakfast. बहुत मतलब ऐसे जरूरी है. वैसे ये भी जरूरी है for you all students to keep balanced one day before exam. फिर आप देखो कैसे मैजिक होता है. मैम मैं कभी भी 8 घंटे से ज्यादा नहीं पढ़ पाती थी with these pranayam techniques. I'll tell you more of the techniques every day if you like it and if you give a good feedback. I'm saying good नहीं, अगर honestly आपको लगे worth it है. नहीं तो जहाँ हायर परचेज खत्म वहाँ वीडियो कट एंड गो बैक. इट्स इन योर हैंड्स, नो प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है. So I took 15 minutes extra. I hope it was worth it. Lots of blessings and wishes to all of you. Higher purchases all yours. Go ahead और पेन एग्जाम में इतना मस्त फ्लो करो कि उनको लगे कि यार इसको 89 मार्क्स कैसे दें, इनको तो 95 देनी चाहिए. Yes or no? Chalo, right. That's all for today. The next class, the next challenge is challenge number 9. We are taking on departmental accounts. And there with the challenge of gratitude, I will add something else. Okay? So see yourself. और ना जरूर थोड़ा सा कलरफुल पेन दो. मेरे डेस्क पे तो पूरे 12-15 कलर के पेन पड़े रहते हैं. जो अच्छा लगे एक बुक में ले लो, ग्रेटिट्यूड जर्नल, और उसमें लिख दो आई एम ग्रेटफुल फॉर दिस. छोटी छोटी चीजों के लिए ग्रेटफुल हो जाओ, अपने आप मैजिक होगा लाइफ. Thanks to my mentors. Their knowledge I am passing it out. This is not my own creations. I don't want to take any wrong credit. ठीक है? Did you all like it? Will you practice, Bhastrika? I want some voices, some chats में answer.
Yes, ma'am, practiced.
Yes, yes. Do it, do it. Chalo, that's all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
So did you enjoy these conceptual learning? If yes, then below the video, the link is given for our Telegram group. You can join for concept classes app. You can download. Lot of videos are there in the free content also, along with the PDF material. So whole chapter, you can download the material. You can watch all the videos in detail and do learning. Lot of theory questions, other PDFs are all included. Okay, right? So do connect with us with all the links below. If you have any query, you can write a mail and you can connect with us through the link, and would be more than glad to help you join our concept classes app community, waiting to welcome you all. Right? Thank you so much. Wish you very all the best. And if you really like these kind of the concepts, hit the notification button, hit the like button, so that you're notified next time when we are taking a lecture or we are uploading it in the YouTube. And do share this video with friends. Do comment below the video for any query also, any doubt also, and if you have really taken some value addition. I'm on a mission to help more than 10,000 students. I really want to help by putting lot of value addition with the way I have learned. These all subjects are interlinked: account, tax, costing, FM. And you will enjoy this interlinking knowledge. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.